more details, visit patriotleague.org.
All right, we're live here. This is your parent broadcaster, Frank Diem, joining you from Depew Field in Lewisburg on the campus of Bucknell University. A little interesting start to the day for Lehigh. A bus was stuck in some traffic on the interstate, had to take some detours, and really just got here about an hour ago. So the game was moved back to 12:45. So probably not your normal warm-up for Lehigh, so we'll kind of see how that plays out. We're bringing you from the left center field fence, actually, this time. Not supposed to be on campus. They're basically allowing you to kind of, as long as you're not making that big of a problem, they're allowing you to pretty much spread out. I may be able to get into those stands there for game 2. We shall see. Not too much of a sticklers. They're just looking to make sure there's not any big crowd. So everyone here at Bucknell is being very hospitable for the Lehigh fans that were able to make it. I guess I'm a little bit of a rookie, though. I'm probably one of the few wearing my Lehigh stuff, which I probably shouldn't have done that. You want to blend in a little bit better. Anyhow, we're about ready to start, albeit a little bit late. Lehigh's coming off a big extra inning win on Wednesday over Lafayette. They now have a 10-7 record, and they're 7-2 in the Patriot League. I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Actually, I have a pretty good view of the scoreboard. So it's not a terrible view. You know, there's obviously some areas in the outfield that you're not going to be able to see, so I'll just kind of give you a radio play-by-play the best I can. So Lehigh has a 7-inning game. Game 1, Mason Black will be pitching in this one, and game 2 will be a 9-inning game. Both teams head to Bethlehem tomorrow for a 2 o'clock 9-inning game, weather permitting. Supposed to be some heavy rain in the morning. Might be a little window possibly to play in the afternoon. It kind of depends how much rain the outfield can take, because there's going to be some heavy storms, I believe, coming through. We're kind of waiting for some nicer weather out here in central Pennsylvania right now. It's a little bit overcast and cool, probably about 60 degrees. The wind's not too bad, probably blowing out a little bit. From home, probably towards right field, but the wind's not anything like it was the last time Lehigh visited, that crazy 17-10 win. 16 hit by pitches between the two teams. Kind of told you how difficult those conditions were.
Leading off for the Mountain Hawks, number 19, the right fielder, Eric Sahat.
So Eric Sahaki leads off for Lehigh as we wait for the first pitch. First pitch is a called strike. Sahaki's still batting over 400, 410. He's got 25 hits on the year. His on-base percentage is .514. So he's been on base since the very beginning of the year and really hasn't stopped. Been a great spark plug for the Mountain Hawks offense. Next pitch is fouled out, so it's going to make it 0-2. Got a few Lehigh fans joining me out here in left field, and we have some sprinkled along the right field line. I think a couple of them might actually be in the stands. So definitely a good contingent of Mountain Hawk fans. It's a swing and a miss, so that will be out number 1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 3, Jared Sweeney.
Now we'll bring up Jared Sweeney. Jared's batting .280 on the season. He has 14 hits, on base percentage .479. So top of the order for Lehigh has been getting on base a lot, making things happen. First ball is a little bit outside. Swing and a miss, and I'll even the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss, so we got a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So 1 out here as we just underway at Bucknell University. That pitch a little bit outside, evens the count up at 2-2. Again, it's going to be interesting to see. You would expect it might take an inning or so for the Lehigh guys to find their legs sitting on the bus, probably a couple hours longer than they expected to this morning on their ride out here. Next pitch is a call, 3rd strike as it hits the inside corner. So 2 quick outs. And I'll bring up Casey Rother.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Casey Rother.
Of course, Casey had a big hit on Wednesday in extra innings to give Lehigh a exciting win in extra innings. Takes the first pitch down low. He's batting .311 on the year. He's got 19 hits, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. On base nearly 40% of the time. Pitch is up and in. Oh, 2 balls and no strikes to Rother. That pitch finds the inside corner for a called strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lehigh looking to try to get something going here in the top of the first. That ball is a called strike. Looks like a pretty big strike zone from my vantage point, but granted I am 360 feet away, I suppose, but a ball outside. So full count to Rother. when you kind of see that catcher catch it and pull it back, which I've seen him do it a couple times, he's kind of giving an indication that he doesn't think it's a strike. So a couple of those have been called a strike, but Rother's been able to work the count full here. It's popped up. That will be a foul and out of play into the Lehigh bullpen. So Rother stays alive. So full count. That ball stays down, and Casey Rother was able to work a 2-out walk. So Lehigh has their first base runner. And that brings up Joe Gorla. Joe Gorla's batting .255 on the year. He's got 13 hits, 15 RBIs, on base .359. First pitch is the ball. Next pitch, down and away. So a quick 2-0 count on Joe Gorla. Casey Rother on first, 2 outs. So 3-0 count to Joe Gorla as that pitch stayed outside. That pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike, so that will make the count now 3-1. That's down low, so that'll be a walk. So 2 walks gives Lehigh 2 runners on, runner in scoring position, and that'll bring up Andrew Knoll.
Now batting the designated hitter number 22, Andrew Knoll.
Andrew Knoll's been very hot, obviously, for the last few games. Got a big hit against Lafayette, obviously the big hits, the big home runs against Navy last weekend. Bat .304 on the year with those 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, .429 on base percentage. First pitch to Noll is a called strike. So let's see if Andrew Noll could find some green out there and see if Lehigh can get a first inning run. That one stays down low. We got only 2 umpires. Oh, we do have 3 umpires, but not in a good position to call that a strike on the swing. So it's a 1-1 count. Next pitch outside for a ball. So 2-1 to Andrew Knoll. So if anything, Bucknell pitcher is throwing quite a few pitches this inning. Next pitch is a line drive. That's going to go over the right fielder's head and go up against the wall. Lehigh's going to be able to get one run. The second run is rounding third. There's going to be a play at the... Nope, no play at the plate. So Andrew Knoll stays hot, scalding hot, with a double over the right fielder's head and drives in 2 runs. So any question if Andrew Knoll was going to cool off has been answered in his very first at bat as he smokes the pitch right over the right fielder's head. So great start, all with 2 outs. And Lehigh gets 2 runs. That's going to bring up Adam Redspot. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's funny how the noises in the dugouts have kind of shifted from Bucknell making a lot as they were able to get the first 2 outs quick, and a lot of noise coming out of the Lehigh dugout now as they were able to score 2 runs with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, so that evens it up. Adam Redspot had a good game, 2 hits against Lafayette. He has 3 home runs and 11 RBIs on the season. He's been on base 3 of 48. So let's see if Adam can continue to stay hot. He takes that pitch for a strike. So we have a 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs. Lehigh has 2 runs in here in the first inning. Swing and a miss. It gets past the catcher. He makes the play to complete the strikeout, and that'll be it for Lehigh. But a good start for the Mountain Hawks. 2 runs, and Bucknell will be coming up to bat here in the first. All right, welcome back. We're about ready to start. The bottom of the first, Chris Cannizzaro leads off for Bucknell. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch a little bit outside, so 2 balls and no strikes. It's a ground ball to third. Gorla's up with it, makes the play, so quick out here for Mason Black. Obviously, Mason Black is having an amazing year. It's a 1.78 ERA, 3-1 record, 35 innings pitched, 54 strikeouts. Batters are hitting 200 against Mason. So 2 quick strikes. And I'll admit, I'm not too good with the lineup today. Got here and kind of not a great spot to get all the information down. That's a foul ball, so 0-2. That pitch just missed, so that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball, so count continues to hold at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the first. Lehigh was able to get 2 runs in their at bat, top of the first, with 2 outs. Andrew Knoll staying hot with a 2-run double. Ball stays up a little bit, and that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, that one just missed, so full count. No question about that one. Called strike, so out number 2 comes via the strikeout. With 2 quick outs here for Mason Black.
Now batting the designated hitter number 15, Pete Marin.
Now bring up Pete Marin, who's batting .359 on the year. Ball is fouled. It looks like it's going to just be out of play as it hits the top of the Lehigh dugout. So that makes the count 1 ball on 1 strike. Clouds pretty thick still out here in Lewisburg. Looking for that sun and 70 degrees that they were talking about in the weather forecast. Have not seen any sight of that. Evidently, it's just to the west of us, so we'll see if we get some sun before the games are over here tonight. There's a nice pitch. That's a little bit outside. Oh, that's a called strike. That's why I thought it was a nice pitch. Swing and a miss. So Mason Black strikes out 2 here in the top of the first, and Lehigh looking good despite the long bus ride. And we're going to go to the second inning. It's 2-0 Lehigh. Davis leads off for Lehigh here in the second inning. Riley has 8 hits, I'm sorry, 8 hits on the year. Quick 0-2 count on Davis. There's a ball. Ball stays outside, and Davis is able to hold his swing, so that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm just trying to use my eyes here to see who's pitching for Bucknell. Looks like it's Austin Odell, number 6. He's only pitched 4 2/3, has a 13.50 ERA. Ground ball to short. Shortstop picks up and makes the play. So that will be 1 out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Tyler Young.
Bring up Tyler Young for Lehigh with 1 out. Ball's a little bit down low, so that evens the count at 1-1. Tyler Young has 6 hits on the year, 2 RBIs. Takes that ball up, and that's going to make the count 2-1. Next pitch is a called strike, so 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tyler Young. Next pitch is a called strike. Looked a little bit low to me, but Bucknell pitcher gets the call, so 2 outs.
Now batting the center fielder, number 35, Quinn McKenna.
And I'll bring up Quinn McKenna. Quinn McKenna has 8 hits on the year. Batting 195. 1 ball. So again, last inning, Lehigh was in the same position with 2 quick outs, and are able to get some men on. Here's a fly right out towards us to center field. Center fielder is under and makes the call and makes the catch. So a quick inning for Lehigh here in the second inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Lehigh is up 2-0. Sung Yu leads off for Bucknell here in the bottom of the second. So 2 quick strikes on Yu, one of Bucknell's better hitters. He's got 10 RBIs on the year. A ball makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit outside, evens the count at 2-2. Quick and efficient first inning for Mason Black as he was able to get 2 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3 in the order. Here's a ground ball. It's going to go to Gorla. He gets up, makes the play, and scooped by who's over at first. That would be Sweeney. So nice scoop by Sweeney and able to make the play in the first out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 13, Henry Novicki.
It brings up Henry Novicki. Novicki's got 224 on the year. He has 3 homers, 9 RBIs, so he's the top home run guy for Bucknell. Here's a called strike, and it evens the count at 1-1. Next pitch gets inside corner, and we heard the pop all the way out here, so Mason's looking pretty good. Next pitch is fouled out of play, so I'll keep the count at 0-2. Ball is a little fly ball out to the left, but it's able to drop right in front of Casey Rother, and that'll be a little blue base hit. Bucknell's first hit, so they'll have a runner on first base with 1 out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Caleb Broughton.
That'll bring up Caleb Broughton, batting 125 on the year. He has 6 hits. First pitch, a little bit outside for a ball. Swing and a miss, evens up the count at 1-1. So again, we got 1 out here in the second for Bucknell. They're able to get a little bloop single to left, so they do have a runner with 1 out. Next pitch is a little bit low for a ball. Make it 2-1. Swing and a miss, evens it up at 2-2. Wind seems to be picking up just a slight bit. Blowing, so that's probably blowing out to right field. There's a pitch and a strikeout looking. So good heater by Mason Black. Hits the outside corner for a strike, and that's Mason Black's 3rd strikeout.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Logan Kellerman.
I'll bring up the catcher, Logan Kellerman. Kellerman's batting 250 on the year. First pitch is a strike. So Mason Black's looking good out there. Doesn't look like there's really any lingering effects from the long bus ride from Bethlehem this morning. Throws over. Next pitch is down low for a ball. This is the fourth meeting so far this year between Lehigh and Bucknell. Lehigh has won 2 of the 3. There's a foul back. We'll need to count 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The team split doubleheader at Lehigh, and again that 17-10 Wild win here a few weeks ago for Lehigh. Pitch is up. That makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a ground ball. It's going to be played by Young. He made a nice diving stop and able to make the play. So a nice play by Tyler Young. Nice diving stop. And that will be it for Bucknell here in the second. So great defense by Tyler Young. We're going to move on to the 3rd inning. Lehigh's up 2-0. So we'll go to the top of the 3rd for Lehigh. Eric Sahaki, leadoff batter, is leading off for the Mountain Hawks. Lehigh's up 2-0, 2 runs in the 1st inning on a 2 RBI double by Andrew Knoll. Sahaki takes the first pitch for a called strike. I see we're over 51 viewers. That's good. Hopefully you like the new view. Foul ball out of play. A quick 0-2 count. Pitch is a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball stays down, so even the count at 2-2 on Eric Sahaki. There's a foul ball out of play. Swing and a miss, so one out here in the third. Bring up Gerard Sweeney.
Now batting the first baseman, number 3, Jared Sweeney.
Sweeney struck out his first time up. First pitch, high for a ball. Next pitch outside, so 2-0. A fly ball. Center fielder's able to camp right underneath it, and he makes the play for out number 2. I'll bring up Casey Rother. Rother was able to work a walk and
Fielder number 23.
start the 2-out rally for Lehigh. They're able to get a walk, 2 walks, and then a big hit by Andrew Knoll, which drove in both runners to give Lehigh the 2-0 lead they still have right now. First pitch is down for a ball. It's a hard hit foul. Evens it up at 1-1. There's a line drive off the pitcher's glove. It dribbles over the second baseman. He's not going to be able to make a play on it. It's all a hard hit line drive. It just kind of deflected off the pitcher's glove and dribbled just beyond him. And the second baseman was unable to get to it to get the speedy Rother running down to first. So again, with 2 outs, Casey Rother finds a way to get the first base. I'll bring up Joe Gorla, who walked his first time with that. I'm giving that's a hit, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't have the official score, so I'm going to be the official scorer, and I'm going to give him a hit. So that definitely wasn't an error. It was torched. These are some of the issues you have when you're standing in left field behind a fence. There's a long drive, but it's going to be foul. Sounds like it might have got a car over there. So that would be a long strike. Gonna make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. There is a drive. It's going to fall in for a base hit in front of the center fielder. Rother's only able to advance the second on the hard hit base hit by Joe Gorla. So 2 hits here with 2 outs again for Lehigh here in the third, looking to get some 2-out magic just like they did in the first inning, and that brings up
Now batting the designated hitter,
Andrew Knoll, who got that big hit over the right fielder's head in the first inning to drive in 2 runs. So let's see if Andrew Knoll can find a spot to drive in another run. Obviously, he's been very, very hot the last week. First pitch is a called strike. Pitch is outside, so it evens it up at 1-1. It's tough to find a spot to pitch Andrew. I mean, he's hitting the ball so well. It looks like the pitcher's probably going to try to stay away. That ball catches the outside corner for a called strike, so that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Lehigh has the runners at first and second. Up 2-0 and looking for at least another run here in the third. That pitch is just a little bit further outside, so it's going to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch just misses a little inside and low, so that will make the count 3-2. So we got a full count. Runner should be moving on the pitch. So any ball hit in the outfield probably will get 2 runs in, as both runners will be moving on the pitch. Runners moving. There is a ground ball foul. The runners will have to go back. I don't know if I agree with that call, but he will get the called strike on the inside corner. So that'll be it for the third inning for Lehigh. They leave 2 and still up 2-0 going to the bottom of the third. Kyle Lyons leads off for Bucknell here in the third. Lyons batting 189 on the year. He's got 7 hits. He squares the butt, takes the strike. So 1-1 count on Lyons. Mason Black on the hill for his third inning of work. Here's a line drive base hit up the middle, so Lyons will be on first here in the third.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Anthony Sherwin.
That'll bring up Anthony Sherwin. Foul ball. Sherwin's batting 182 on the year. He's got 8 hits. Bucknell overall 5-13 record. They're 5-9 in Patriot League play. The team Lehigh is going to see a lot, being that they are in the same division, the Southern Division. So 1-1 count. Black throws over. Lyons able to get back. Next pitch is a called strike. That'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on Anthony Sherwin. So foul ball out of play. Foul ball out of play. Pitch down low, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a ground ball. Nice play by Tyler Young. He's able to get up and unfortunately not able to make a play, but another great diving stop by Tyler Young. Ball was heading up the middle for center field, but he was able to keep it in the infield, just unable to get a grip on the ball to make a play either to second or throw to first. So Bucknell has a little bit of activity going on here in the third with 2 hits from the bottom of their order. And that'll bring up their leadoff hitter, Chris Conzario. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. First pitch, called strike on the inside corner. Conzario grounded out to third base in the first inning. pitch, ground ball. That's going to be foul into the Lehigh dugout. So a quick 0-2 count on Bucknell's leadoff hitter. Bucknell trying to break into the scoring column with runners at first and second here in the third. Swing and a miss, so a big out for Mason Black, his fourth strikeout of the game and the first out here in the third inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 3, Corson.
Brings up Jacob Corson, number 2 hitter for Bucknell. He struck out his first time at bat. First pitch is hit in the air. Quinn McKenna, center fielder, is underneath it, makes the play for out number 2. So after Bucknell gets their first 2 runners on, Mason Black's able to get a strikeout and now a fly out to center for out number 2.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 15, Pete Marin.
I bring up Pete Marin. Marin struck out his first time at bat. So Mason Black and Lehigh can see themselves out of this inning with 2 outs. Bucknell seems to have some activity in their bullpen. I'll get you a name in a second. That pitch is taken for a strike, so we get a 1-1 count on Marin. Looks like we got Brendan Tuttle is warming up, it looks like, just starting to throw for Bucknell. Ball's a little bit inside, so I'll make it a 2-1 count. Or excuse me, a 1-1. That ball's down low. And that'll make it 2-1. So 2-1 count on Bucknell's DH and third place hitter Pete Marin. There's a line drive. Caught in the air by Riley Davis. A hard hit ball, but Riley Davis catches that right in the air for an easy out. So Lehigh sees their way out of the inning, and we're going to go to the fourth where Lehigh's still up 2-0. we're going to go to the top of the fourth here at Bucknell University, Depew Field, in beautiful Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. As beautiful as it could be today, as we have an overcast and kind of cool day. First pitch to Adam Redspot is down for a ball. It's somewhat sunny in the Lehigh dugouts. They have a 2-0 lead. Looking to add to that here in the fourth. So 2 will count on Redspot. Is a hard hit ball with foul. So nice swing by Adam. I'll make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball's down, so it'll be 3 balls and 1 strike. A high fly ball that second baseman is under. Right fielder calls him off, and he's going to make the play. So 1 out here in the fourth. I'll bring up Riley Davis. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up.
Number 27, Riley Davis.
First pitch is a called strike. Here's a line drive. It's going to go right in between the third baseman and the shortstop and in the left field for a base hit. So Riley Davis, a 1-out base hit for Lehigh. So I'll bring up Tyler Young.
Now batting the second baseman, Tyler Young.
Young struck out his first time up. Let's see if maybe Tyler lays down a bunt. Possible. No, he's going to swing away. Takes the first pitch for a strike. So looking possibly Riley Davis may be looking to steal as he has 6 stolen bases on the year. He's definitely got the attention of the pitcher who throws over, and Davis dives back. Lehigh has 3 players with 6 stolen bases on the year. They have Eric Sahaki, Riley Davis, and Cam Hubbard. So it's a possibility they could go. That pitch is taken for a strike. That's going to make it 0-2. Another throw over. Riley Davis able to dive in safely. So 0-2 count with 1 out. And called third strike, so that'll be 2 outs. I bring up Quinn McKenna, who flew out to center field his first time up.
Batting the center fielder, number 35, Quinn McKenna.
So it'll be interesting to see if Lehigh may think about running here. Like that. Pitcher makes his third throw over there. Riley Davis able to dive in safely once again. So Bucknell may be thinking along the lines of what I'm thinking is that Lehigh may be thinking about trying to get a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Nope. There's throw number 4, Riley Davis again. Head first, back in the bag safely. First pitch to McKenna is up high, so 1-0 to Quinn McKenna. More throw, and this time they got him. So maybe Riley Davis is leaning a little bit, but they're able to pick him off at first. So that will be it for Lehigh here in the 4th inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Lehigh. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th here. Bucknell is up to bat with Sung Yu. Yu grounded out to third base his first time up. He takes a quick strike from Mason Black. Next pitch, another strike. Good breaking ball, so a quick 0-2 count to Yu. Mason Black got into a little bit of trouble, but was able to work his way out of it last inning. Next pitch is down low, so 1-2. He's got 4 strikeouts through 3 innings so far. Next pitch, swung and miss on a high heater, and there is strikeout number 5 for Mason Black. So 1 quick out here in the 4th. And I'll bring up Henry Navicki. He has a hit, 1 of 3 hits for Bucknell. First pitch a little down for a ball. Bucknell has 3 hits. Lehigh has 4, but they have 2 runs. 2-0 lead here in the 4th. There's a pitch that just missed, so we have a 2-0 count on Navicki. Next pitch hits the inside corner for a called strike, evening it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Definitely a lot of activity. People walking around, even though it's a closed campus for spectators. There's a looks like a lacrosse game behind us. The spectators spread out pretty good here. So a walk for Navicki will give Bucknell a runner.
Now batting the second baseman, Caleb.
It's the first walk of the game for Mason Black, and it brings up Caleb Broughton, who struck out looking his first time up. First pitch a little bit outside for a ball. Again, as the first game of a doubleheader in the Patriot League, this game will be 7 innings, game 2. 9 innings, there's swing and a miss. Evens it up at 1-1. Last week at Lafayette, what was it? Last week in Navy, I believe Mason Black went the whole entire distance. 7 innings. There's a foul ball for a strike. Black gets up in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a fly ball. It's going to go out to right field and out of the reach of Tyler Young, who came in all the way from second base and made a lunge for it, but a lot of room down there, and it was just out of the reach of a Lehigh fielder. So just a long. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's the ground ball. Mason Black had to go off his hand. It's going to roll to center field, and that's going to give Bucknell runners at first and third with 1 out. Kind of looked like Mason Black got his hand on it. I don't know that's exactly what happened. I'll have to see if he's okay. It doesn't look like there's really a whole lot of concern. But that deflection kind of shot it out to the left field area. I think they're going to check on him. I do want to check and see if his hand is okay, because it did deflect off his hand. Kind of looks like Coach Leary is out on the mound. I believe this is, it might be a Coach Leary going back to the dugout. So I would think that would be just a look to see if he's okay, but I'm not exactly sure if that's an official visit to the mound or not. despite that, we have runners at first and third for Bucknell as they have their fourth hit of the game with one out. That brings up Logan Kellerman. Takes the first one for a called strike. Kellerman grounded out on a really nice play by Tyler Young. His first time up. There's a ground ball to Davis. He steps on second and is able to make the play. A really nice stretch by Sweeney. So it was a tailor-made double play, and throw was a little bit off at first, but Sweeney was able to hold the bag. So a great time for another Lehigh double play to get out of the inning. So Lehigh continues to lead 2-0. We're going to go to the top of the fifth inning.
Now on the mound for Bison, number 22, Brendan Knoll.
New pitcher here in the top of the fifth for Bucknell, Brendan Tuttle.
Batting number 35, Quinn McKenna.
He's going to face Quinn McKenna, who was up at bat in the last inning when Riley Davis was picked off first. He squares the bunt, fouls it off, so one strike. Tuttle is 1-2 on the year. He's made 4 appearances, all starts. 15 innings pitched, 20 hits, 11 runs all earned, 19 strikeouts. Batters are hitting .333. The 2 quick strikes to Quinn McKenna. So the game's moving right along. We're about an hour and 20 minutes into it, and we are in the 5th inning. Next pitch is a strike. Did I miss one there? I guess I missed one there. It's 1-2. I guess the first one was... He did not foul the first one off, I guess. So it's a 1-2 count. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So first out, and that'll bring up the top of Lehigh's order, Eric Sahaki. Sahaki is struck out both times up.
Now batting right fielder, number 19, Eric Knoll.
Sahaki takes the first pitch by Tuttle for a called strike. And another quick strike. So Tuttle is up in the count 0-2. One quick out. There's a swing and a miss. Bucknell catcher has to complete the play, and that'll be 2 quick outs. That'll bring up Jared Sweeney. Sweeney has struck out and hit a fly ball to center field. So not a ton of offense for Lehigh. They have 4 hits so far on the game, but those 2 runs on Andrew Knoll's first inning 2-run double. Hasn't been a whole lot else going on offensively for Lehigh, so let's see if they could do something with 2 outs here. We got a 1-1 count. One ball, 2 strikes on Sweeney. That ball's a little bit outside, so that'll even it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So quick inning for Bucknell. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Lehigh. All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Lyons leading off for Bucknell. He had a base hit his first time up. Mason Black. First pitch is a little bit inside, and that'll make it 1-0. Next pitch is in there for a strike, evening up at 1-1. Next pitch is a called strike, so Mason Black gets in control of the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Foul back. There's a swing and a miss. High inside. Got Lyons to swing, and that'll be strikeout number 6 for Mason Black. I'll bring up Anthony Sherwin. Sherwin also got a hit in the third inning. That's the inning that Bucknell got their first two runners on, but Mason Black was able to get out with a strikeout, a fly out, and a little line out to shortstop. Bucknell also had a little bit of activity on the base pass last inning in the fourth. Here is a drive out to right field. Eric Sahake is underneath it and is able to make the catch for the out. Yeah, last inning, the big double play got Lehigh out of any trouble in that inning. I'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Chris Canizaro. He struck out his last time up. He's 0 for 2. Oh, we got a pitch hitter, it looks like. Kendall Pearson will be pitch hitting. There's a foul. Pearson is batting .273 so far in the season. 22 at bats, 6 hits, .429 on base percentage. Next pitch inside, evens it up. There's a swing and a miss. So 1 ball. That makes it 2 and 2. I am lucky to have the scoreboard to my left. I kind of have to peer through the fence. As you can imagine, me standing out here in left field talking into my phone, which is actually attached to the left field fence. I was able to just put it right on the bar. And I just kind of scoot my head around just to double check what the count is. Sometimes pretty good eyesight with my glasses, but it's quite a ways away. That ball is down, so it's going to be a full count with 2 outs. On the pinch hitter, Kendall Pearson. There's a foul ball out of play. And there's a called strike 3. So strikeout number 7 for Mason Black ends the 5th inning for Bucknell. We're going to go to the top of the 6th. Still 2-0 Lehigh. Casey Rother leads it off for the Mountain Hawks here in the top of the 6th. Quick moving game. Again, the 7-inning game. There is a drive to left that's going to fall in and go to the wall. Bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. So Casey Rother starts things off with a ground rule double for Lehigh. 5 for Lehigh. So let's see with that leadoff hitter if they're able
Now
to
batting third base,
find a way to
Joe
get him
Gorla.
in. It's been since the first inning since Lehigh scored their 2 runs. Brings up Joe Gorla. He has a base hit and a walk on the day. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Bucknell has a little bit of activity in their bullpen. Looks like number 2, Jacob Terwilliger, is warming up. 2 strikes on Joe Gorla. There's a line drive, a base hit. Runner's going to be held. It got out there quick to the left fielder. They actually made the throw home, and that allowed Gorla to move up to second. So it didn't look like Coach Leary was going to send the runner at all, but they were able to. Bucknell threw the ball home, and that allowed Gorla to move up to second base. So Lehigh is in business here in the 6th with runners at second and third. And it brings up Andrew Knoll, who had the big hit, the 2-run double in the first inning. He's also struck out. So an 0-2 pitch. Joe Gorla is able to get a single right past the third baseman. Here's a line drive, but that's going to be foul. Hard hit. Oh, that stays down, but they say Noll went around. So 0-2 to Andrew Knoll. That ball's down. It gets past the catcher. That's going to allow Lehigh to score a run. As Casey Rother taps the plate for run number 3 for Lehigh, allows Joe Gorla to move up to third. So 1-2 count. Now on the wild pitch on Andrew Knoll. Runners at third, 1 runner in. So Lehigh finally able to get back in the scoring column here in the 6th. Pitch is down low, so that evens it up at 2-2. And that ball stays down. Check with the umpire, who says Andrew Knoll held up his swing, which looked like he did from my vantage point, albeit as far away as I am. So that'll make it a full count on Andrew Knoll here with no outs. Runners at third. There is a called strike. So 1 out for Lehigh, and that's going to bring up Adam Redspot. Adam has struck out, and last time at bat, he flew out to right field. So again, Lehigh has a runner, Joe Gorla, at third base with 1 out. So let's see if there's a way Adam can get this run in. There's a ground ball. That's going to go through. That'll get the job done. So a hard hit single by Adam Redspot drives in a run as Joe Gorla crosses the plate with run number 2. So Lehigh has been able to double their lead here in the 6th and make it 4-0. And I'll bring up Riley Davis. Riley Davis got a base hit his last time up. So 3 solid singles, a double and 2 singles here. So 3 hits. I give Lehigh 7 for the game. First pitch is a strike. throw over. And Adam Redspot's able to dive back in. We all know Adam is a speed merchant, so we'll be shocked if he goes. No, he's fast. Let's see. He's not going. There's a called strike. So 2 quick strikes on Riley Davis. And a called 3rd strike. So 2 outs. Adam Redspot remains at first base, and that's going to bring up Tyler Young. 0 for 2 on the day. Let's see if Tyler Young could add to the hit total here in this inning. There's a swing and a miss. Called strike, so 0-2 count, 2 outs. Adam Redspot is at first. Lehigh has 2 runs in so far here at the top of the 6th. They enjoy a 4-0 lead over Bucknell. And a swing and a miss. Catcher's gonna have to throw down. He's able to do that for the strikeout, but a very productive inning as Lehigh doubles their lead 4-0. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Going to the bottom of the 6th, Bucknell has Jacob Corson leading off their number 2 batter. 0 for 2 on the game with a strikeout and a flyout. Mason Black having another great game for Lehigh Mountain Hawks. He's got 7 strikeouts through 5 innings, and he gets the first pitch on Corson for a called strike. Second pitch is a ground ball to Tyler Young. He picks it up and makes the play. So a quick out to start the 6th. That'll bring up Pete Marin. He's 0 for 2 as well with a strikeout and a line out to the shortstop.
Now batting is designated hitter number 15, Pete Marin.
So it's always good to get that first out. Kind of get some good vibes. Mason Black has really had very little problem today. Oh, he's able to. I couldn't tell if maybe that hit him, but I don't think it did. It was a ball in. So that'll be a ball. Doing my best this far, but it looked like it could have gotten him. But as far away as I'm about 275 or 375 feet from home plate, probably out here right beyond the left center field fence. Second pitch is a little low, 2-0. It's actually not a bad vantage point. And I enjoy it. Although I'm standing, I'll probably be paying for that later. I don't have to have a mask on, which is nice. No one's bothering me. There's a called strike. So I could actually breathe oxygen as it was meant to be breathed. All right, 2-1, 1 out. I'm not sure what Mason Black's pitch count is, but like I said, it hasn't gotten into a whole lot of problems in this game. Only given up 4 hits. This pitch is a ball, so 2-1. No activity, so no activity in the Lehigh bullpen as well. So just a little bit of stretching going on, but not a whole lot going on. So that's going to be ball 4. So a 1-out walk for Marin. I'll bring up Unsung Yu, who's 0 for 2 so far on the day, with a ground out to third base and a strikeout. Is a fly ball. It's pretty well hit. It's gonna go out. It's gonna go out. So a home run by you, and that's going to make it a 4-2 game. It was coming right at us. Didn't go out by a whole lot, but a pretty good shot here to left center field fence. So you gets the Bison on the board and cuts the lead in half to 4-2.
Now batting the first baseman, Henry.
We'll keep it.
Probably know who it is, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they want it. Yeah. I have the ball here. What should I do with the throw it back like the Cubs games? That'll endear me to the Bucknell security. Anyhow, we got a 1-strike count. And that was 2 quick strikes. So Yu's one of their power hitters, and he definitely put a charge into that one. Well, luckily, Lehigh was able to get the 2 runs last inning and still have a 4-2 lead. This is Henry Novicki. He walked and has a base hit on the day so far. There it is. You got Novicki gets a base hit up the middle. So a little scurrying in the Lehigh bullpen. It looks like we have maybe Sam Worth looks like he's warming up in the Lehigh bullpen right now. If my eyes are working right, it looks like Sam Worth is starting to warm up. So a little bit of activity in the Lehigh bullpen. We got 1 out. Bucknell has a runner at first base. 2 runs in here in the 6th. Mason Black throws over. We got Caleb Broughton, who also has a base hit and a strikeout in the game. Ball's down low. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Mason Black throws over. And Vicky's able to get back in. There's a swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. black, so it keeps the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed on the outside corner. Good spot for Mason Black. He evens it up at 2 and 2. Didn't miss by a whole lot. There's a foul ball out of play. Definitely has not gotten any warmer here in Lewisburg. As I said, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. Blowing out. There is another foul ball. I'd say it's blowing straight out. Oh, that ball's down. That makes it a full count with 1 out. Ooh. Mason Black throws over. Levicki's able to get back in. There's a fly ball. It's going to stay on the infield. Tyler Young is underneath it. He makes the play. So a big second out for Mason Black. So 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Kyle Lyons.
The catcher, number 40, Logan Kellerman.
Oop, I got that wrong. Logan Kellerman. That brings up Logan Kellerman. I lost there. So 2 outs. There is a pop-up. Sweeney's able to get under, but off his glove in foul territory, so that'll be a strike. Like I said, the wind's starting to swirl here a little bit. I don't know if that played any role, but Sweeney was able to get underneath a little foul ball, right to his left, but unable to keep it in the glove. So that'll be 1 strike on Kellerman. Next pitch just misses. Make the count 1 and 1. Black throws over. There's a line drive, a base hit into center field. So 2 out hit for Logan Kellerman. And that's going to bring out Coach Leary, and looks like he's going to be making a pitching change. So good job by Mason Black. We got 2 outs here in the 6th inning. It's a 4-2 Lehigh game. Bucknell has runners at first and second. That's going to bring Sam Worth into the game. Sam Worth enters the game here in the sixth inning with 2 outs. Bucknell has runners at first and second. They have 2 runs in. Lehigh's still holding a 4-2 lead. Fourth in for Mason Black. First pitch is a ball. Lions has a base hit and a strikeout on the day. Next pitch stays up and high for ball 2. Sam Worth had a great year, has had a great year so far. 4 really solid innings last week against Navy for the win. Next pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1. Sam has a 1-1 record on the year in 4 appearances, a .96 ERA, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, and 8 strikeouts. Next pitch is a ground ball. Riley Davis, third baseman, is able to make the play. And the Bucknell runner is able to beat it out for an infield hit, and that's going to load the bases. So Joe Gorla was able to get that slow roller, but the runner for Bucknell Lions was able to beat that out. So they're going to have bases loaded with 2 outs, and it's going to bring up Anthony Lyons, who flew out to right his last time up. First pitch is a ball. Pitch, breaking ball falls in there for a strike, evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. So Bucknell has 2 runs in so far here in the 6th inning. Again, this is a 7-inning game, first game of a doubleheader here at Bucknell. There is a fly ball that is going to stay in play, and Joe Gorla is able to make the play. So a big out. Sam Worth gets the job done, leaves the bases loaded, and we're going to go to the 7th inning with Lehigh up 4-2. So we head to the 7th inning. Lehigh's up. Quinn McKenna leads off. First pitch gets him. So Quinn McKenna is able to get on base with a hit by pitch. So good start for Lehigh as they try to answer Bucknell, who got 2 runs last inning. Certainly wouldn't be a bad idea to get a couple more runs here. So we're at the top of the order now with Eric Shahaki. He squares the bunt, takes it down low. It's a rare game. Shahaki has not been on base, so not a better time than the present to make something happen. Looks like he is going to be sacrificing, or attempting to sacrifice McKenna over. He squares the bunt, lays it down to pop up, and the catcher is unable to get it, so that evens the count at 1-1. Scores the bunt again, fouls that one off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. More than likely, Shahaki will be swinging away. Foul ball out of play. Another foul ball, so Shahaki is staying alive with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw over. McKenna's able to dive back. Another throw over there, and McKenna dives back again, safe again. Here's a line drive foul. So battle continues between the Bucknell pitcher and Eric Shahaki. Another throw over. McKenna safe again. There's a line drive. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. McKenna's going to be able to move up to second. So Lehigh has their first 2 batters on base. First and second with no outs.
Now batting the first baseman, Jared Sweeney.
And I'll bring up Jared Sweeney. 0 for 3 on the day. So Lehigh's looking to score a few more runs going into the bottom of the 7th. He squares fires around the butt, takes a strike. There's a swing and a miss, so quick 0-2 count on Sweeney. Pitch is a swing and a miss. Oh boy. The runners advanced on the wild pitch, but obviously the batter swung out. Sweeney, that's a strikeout. He goes back to the dugout. So both runners are able to move up, which is kind of what Lehigh wanted to begin with. Try to get a bunt down, so they have exactly what they want now with runners at second and third. One out, and that'll bring up Casey Rother. Casey had a ground rule double to left his last time up. He also has a single and a walk, has been on base all 3 times. So Lehigh has the guy up that they want. And see if Casey can stay hot and get a little base hit here. 2 balls to Casey Rother, 2-0. Fly ball, it's going to go out to right and fall in front of the right fielder, and that's going to allow 1 run to score. So it wasn't all that clear if it was going to hang up or not, but the ball was able to find its way onto the green grass in front of the right fielder. So Casey Rother has his 3rd hit of the day and drives in the 5th run for Lehigh. Up Joe Gorla. Joe Gorla has 2 base hits and a walk, so he's been very busy offensively today. Lehigh's runners at first and third, 1 out. First pitch is a ball. So 5-2 Lehigh, a big run here in the top of the 7th. Trying to see if they can get a few more on the board. Sam Worth, who's in trying to save the game for Mason Black. A swing and a miss. So it's a 1-1 count on Joe Gorla. There's a line drive base hit, and that's going to score another run, as Joe Gorla gets his 3rd hit of the day and another RBI, and that makes it 6-2 Lehigh. That brings up Andrew Knoll. He takes the first one for a strike. Andrew Knoll had that big 2-run double in the first inning to give Lehigh a 2-0 lead. That lead pretty much stayed like that until the last inning when Lehigh was able to get 2 runs to make it 4-0. Bucknell was able to answer that in the bottom of the 6th with 2 runs to make it 4-2. And Lehigh has answered those 2 runs here at the top of the 7th. With another 2, make it 6-2. Only 1 out. Runners at first and second. It's a foul ball out of play. Oh, it might be staying in. Oh yeah, it stayed in. The wind kind of held it up. So Andrew Knoll fouls out to the 3rd baseman. And that'll be the second out, and that'll bring up Adam Redspot, who got a base hit his last time up. So 2 outs now. Lehigh runners at first and second, 6-2. So 3 hits in the inning for Lehigh. Also a hit by pitch. Quinn McKenna started off this inning with a hit by pitch to get things going. First pitch is called strike. So I have 10 hits for Lehigh. 10 hits, 6 runs, 10 hits. Pitch is a little bit outside, so he evens it up at 1-1. Swing and a miss. So that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Adam Redspot. That ball's down, evens the count at 2-2. Runners move, and swing and a miss by Redspot, and that'll end the inning in the 7th for Lehigh, but another good inning. 2 more runs to make it 6-2. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. So we go to the bottom of the 7th here, the 7th inning, game 1 here at Bucknell University in Lewisburg. Lehigh has a 6-2 lead, 2 runs in the last inning. Top of the 7th, Sam Worth on the mound. There's a ground ball foul. Sam was able to come in, get us out of a bases loaded jam without giving up any more runs. Came in relief for Mason Black with another strong outing. Bucknell has the top of their lineup up with Chris Canzario. Takes that ball up, so it evens the count at 1-1. Next pitch stays up, and that'll make the count 2-1. stays up a little bit, so 3-1 count. Here's a swing and miss, so full count. Here's a fly ball. It's going to stay in the infield, and Joe Gorla is under it, makes the play. So great battle back from Sam Worth. 3-1 count. Is able to get the first out on a fly ball to Gorla. So 1 out. That'll bring up Jacob Corson. 0 for 3 on the day. It's always good to get that first out.
Left fielder number 3, Jacob.
It's always better to get the second and third, for sure, but it's always good to get that first out. Kind of get the momentum going in your way. So Sam Worth deals. The first pitch is a little bit inside for a ball. Swing and a miss. Evens it up at 1-1. Next pitch is a called strike, so 1 ball, 2 strike count. A fly ball that's also going to stay in the infield. Riley Davis camping underneath it, and he's able to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the 7th. And that'll bring up Pete Maron. Marin. I got that wrong. Pete Marin. A little bit of activity that may have been scurrying in the Lehigh bullpen is stopped. Sam Worth seems to have things under control. First pitch up a little bit for a ball. Ball stays up, so 2-0. Inside pitch, catches the corner for a strike. It's a 2-1 count. 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th of this 7-inning game 1 against Bucknell. Lehigh versus Bucknell. Lehigh has the 6-2 lead, looking to close it out with Sam Worth on the mound. Next pitch inside, so 3-1. Pitch is a called strike. So we're going to have a full count here on the Bucknell batter, looking to try to extend this game. So full count here. We got 2 outs. Samworth stepped off the rubber, and now he's back on, set and ready to pitch. He's got the windup and the throw, and a breaking ball is a foul. Grounded just foul down the right field line. That's Sweeney is able to pick it up as a foul ball, so we'll do this again. Stretching the pitch, and that's down low. So Bucknell stays alive with a 2-out walk. And that'll bring up Unsung Yu,
number 23, Unsung Yu,
who had a big 2-run home run his last time up to make the score 4-2. Lehigh has since been able to get 2 runs in the top of the 7th to make it 6-2. So Bucknell has their home run hitter up, and Samworth trying to get that final out. First pitch is a called strike. A line drive, and it's going to be over Casey Rother's head. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Bucknell is going to score 1 run, and Yu has a double, and that's going to make the score 6-3.
Now batting first baseman number 13, Henry Navicki.
So that brings up Henry Navicki. Navicki has 2 hits on the day and a walk, so he's been a problem offensively as well. So 6-3. Lehigh lead, looking to get that final out. It's always tough to get that final one, as I know. First pitch by Samworth is a called strike. Second pitch just misses outside, evens it up at 1-1. Steps off. Got a lot of activity behind this of a little cross game just getting going. It's a little loud over there, so hopefully it doesn't interfere with the audio. They're definitely quite boisterous over there at the lacrosse field right behind the baseball field. Next pitch is down low, and Redspot's able to smother that. 2-1 count. Breaking ball falls in there. Nice breaker by Sam, so that's going to make the count 2-2. So Bucknell is down to their last strike. Here's a foul ball. So we'll reset at 2-2, 2 outs. Again, 6-3, Lehigh lead. Trying to find that last out. Samworth on the hill for Lehigh. Another foul foul ball. So Henry Novicki stays alive at 2-2. Ground ball to Riley Davis. He picks it up and makes the play and gets the out for the third out. So great job by Samworth closing it out. And Lehigh wins game 1 here at Bucknell University. So definitely got a little interesting there in the 7th inning. Lehigh was able to get out of a bases loaded jam in the 6th, and a little bit of issues there in the 7th inning with a big hit by you to make the lead 6-3, but Samworth is able to get that last out. So we're going to take a little break. Lehigh is now 8-2 in the Patriot League, so the best start ever. So exciting time. So we'll see what happens in game 2. It's going to be a 9-inning affair, probably starting in about 30 minutes. We'll have the link up for you real soon, and we'll talk to you real soon.